But there are many kids, even they are not getting food for 1 week, they are falling on the downstairs there and they have no place to go. So that's the time I decided ki yes. Yeah, so in Thailand I faced an issue. My chain got broke, and luckily what I did before I going to the showroom, I took a picture of the same thing, and I didn't know that they went to the bike. They brought the bike to the showroom, and then they did a Google translation telling that, "Hey, sir, we don't have the same chain, and we cannot fix the link, but we can help you to go to Bangkok."
So Royal Enfield bike only they have did it in Kawasaki showroom.
Kawasaki showroom, imagine.
Oh.
And that is why they.
So in front of you, the other camera is Vedant Jouhari, our.
Hi.
So guys, over here in the screen, what we are having is the RiderJosh, the man of pride, I can say, and who does a lot of noble cause rides, not over India and all over the world. So thank you for joining our this wonderful session. Thank you, RiderJosh.
Okay. Hi guys. I'm RiderJosh, and I'm one of the influence rider of India. I've been to 8 countries with the motto called "Donate Organs and Save Life." I do a lot of charity events. I do support orphanages in Africa, Philippines, Nepal, and India as well. I'm a social worker, and I'm proudly can say that I was even the first Indian rider to be nominated for Padma Shri, and I'm a member of World Human Rights Protection Commission, and I received a doctorate because of my social works and all. Yeah, and I love traveling, and I don't ride for fun. All my rides or whatever the traveling I did. I in my bike I did 80,000 kilometers. In my car I did 2,40,000 kilometers, which was brought in 2019. And I do have other cars, so in that also I did 70 to 80,000 kilometers. So the most of the orphanages are in the main cities, not in the interior areas. So our mission is reach the unreached, go to the places where people doesn't like to go, and that is the reason bike is the one of the easiest communication way. Even when I ride from one city to another city, I carry food, water bottle, clothes, slippers, and first aid for the mentally challenged people on the roadside. And on the way, whomever I find, if I can give them first aid, I try to give them first aid. So this is what I do, and I hope it's not a long introduction. So yeah.
Really good, really good. Since you said like motorcycle is the easiest, travel and median for you. So how long you've been riding the motorcycle?
I started riding the motorcycle from 2015, you can say, but not so long trips. My first bike is Ambition, which was brought by my dad, but with my own money, which I brought was Charisma. So I did. So at that time, I used to support an orphanage in Indore. I mean, not support. I have an orphanage with my other friends in Indore. So I rode all the way from Vijayawada till Indore in let's say 2012, and I felt very happy, riding and to the new places. At that time, nothing, no safety gears, nothing. But from the beginning, for some reason, I always wear a nice helmet, and I got this. That time it was newly come or something, that like the helmet which you can open up. Yeah, flip pop type, and I was doing that, and it was, I mean, like, I felt very happy, and then I started continuing that. And after 2013, when I been to Shillong, I stayed in Shillong for a few years, almost all 7 years, and there I saw the riding community. They are very huge, and there are things happening and all. Then I started meeting people, and then I raised my interest and all those stuff, and also yes, and that's how.
Oh.
And you can say that like 11, 12 I start thing, but most strong in riding community you can say is from 2017.
Oh, great to know that. as we all know that you ride for a noble cause always, and you go to the place not where most of the people can't go, especially the authentic tribals, and do the charity works, help them. So many activities you are doing. So when this was started and how you got inspired to do that?
Okay, so the inspiration is like I ran out of the house at the age of 14. I lived my life like a beggar for 2 years. I was begging in the railway station, eating food from the dustbins, and I ran because of my ego, or you can say that like I feel like my dad is always strict because our parents are always there to care for us. Right. And in our age, like, parents are very strict, not like these days, ki, you can do whatever you want. Even you find out with a small mistake, in the home there is always 2 to 3 sticks ready to correct you, right? So I don't know about other people. I got beaten up by my dad like anything, but like, see, it's not that they hate us, it is the love. They don't want us to face many issues which made me to be like this what I am now, which nobody can imagine. So, and it is always like I also want to tell all the kids ki, listen to your parents. They may little bit harsh to you, but like, sometimes that harsh things, it may not give you temporary happiness, but it will give you a long time safety and a long term happiness. So that's what. And I ran and I understood ki, because of anger I came out, but there are really people, there are kids over there where their parents are dead, their relatives kick them out of the house, and I saw this and it really touched my heart.
Mhm.
And after that I decided, no matter what, I have to live for these people. And one day there, I mean, it was like, I was getting unconsciousness. I was begging like anything. There is no food from say like past 3 days, and I'm so hungry. And I was drinking water, and I couldn't get it. And there was one completely rotten bread. I washed it and I ate. But that day I decided, why should I go like this when I have a home? And I went back home and I decided ki, if I am having everything, I mean having parents and all, I run out of like this, I have an option of going back home. But there are many kids, even they are not getting food for 1 week, they are falling on the downstairs there and they have no place to go. So that's the time I decided ki, yes, we need to stand for these people and all these things. And then I started working very hard, and should stand for these people. And yeah, we do help kids with the heart surgeries, we do help kids with the cancer treatment, and many other things. So that's what. So that's the main cause me to be like this into this position.
I can say that we felt you. When your tears came out, we felt you. And yeah, I can understand when you talk about the parents thing. I recently lost my dad, so I know how badly he supported my dreams. And when something happens, he was there to support me all the time. Like, yeah. How many countries you have visited so far right now? And
I did in 2020. I've been from India to Singapore, covering 8 countries. And at the COVID time, unfortunately, so they said, "Sir, please go back to your home. COVID is very high now." So I entered on March 13th or 14th. I exactly don't remember the date. That day, the borders are closed, and it was closed till today. It was not open. I was waited for Myanmar borders to be open, and it is not getting open. So finally, I decided that I'll ship my bike right now from India to Singapore. Start right from there.
okay. So since like you already have covered so many foreign countries as well, have you faced any struggles or any interesting factor or something make you unforgettable moments with
See, many times we Yeah, so I always concentrate on positive sides, okay? And thank God, like, you be positive and positive things happens to you. And there was some incidents, like, especially on ride. Yeah, so in Thailand, I faced an issue. My chain got broke. Then what happened? It was like hot, and I don't speak Thai. They don't speak English, and I was somewhere in the border. Then I was literally looking, and then suddenly there was guy came on the bike, and he said ki what happened. So he understood that I'm a foreigner. So I told him that, bro, this is the chain got broke. So he understood. He said, okay, 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 sit on my bike. So I was thinking, by middle of the road gadi ko chhod diya, like I left the bike in the middle of the road. So then I went to, he took me to the showroom, and luckily what I did, before I going to the showroom, I took a picture of the same thing. So I went to showroom, Kawasaki showroom, and those guys, they asked me, they saw me. Then the moment, they didn't ask me any questions, they give me a water to drink because it's super hot there. So they understood that I'm a rider, that also I'm a foreign rider. And then I got stuck with something, so I showed them the picture and all. So they said, okay, okay, please wait. Half an hour, 1 hour, I was thinking, what are these people doing? Well, it's been already 45 minutes and they are not telling. I was thinking that they will come and talk to me and explaining me about this. And I didn't know that they went to the bike, they brought the bike to the showroom, and then they did the Google translation telling that, "Ki, sir, we don't have the same chain and we cannot fix the link, but we can help you to go to Bangkok." Okay. So I said, okay, perfectly fine. Just make me to reach Bangkok because we have a Royal Enfield showroom there. And my goodness, the way they did it, they, the lower arm, this thing, they cut it and they moved the tire little bit front, and they fixed the same chain. And what they did it, they didn't give me the bike. They called me outside, and after 1 hour, I went and what's happening with the bike and all. They said, 5 minutes, sir, it's gonna be finished. They make their rider to ride in 60 kilometer speed, 70 kilometer speed, 80 kilometer speed, rounding their showroom and putting a sudden brakes, and to recheck that that chain will not give me any problem anymore on the way. And it was super cool. I mean, like, there are many times I suggest all the people, now be nice, and people will be surely nice to you.
Yes. If I'm
And I was like,
it was a Kawasaki 650 versus.
no, my bike is Himalayan 411.
Oh, so Royal Enfield bike only they have did it in Kawasaki showroom.
Kawasaki showroom, imagine.
Oh.
And that is why they said, sir, we don't have the same chain. So that I can fix your bike, but there need to be do some changes. I said, go ahead, but make sure that I reach Bangkok, because there only I get the Royal Enfield showroom.
Oh.
So then, see, that, like, maybe they can say that, sorry, we are unable to do it. Then if I am towing the vehicle, imagine I need to spend a lot of money. And not on the one best thing which I like in them was, it's not just that, they stop they just fix it and they just give it to you. They rode it 5 to 6 rounds. They call me. They made me to see, sir, 80 speed, 90 speed, 100 speed. They are putting sudden brakes, going on the bumps. Oh my God, I really, very thankful to them,
Great.
So this is what happened there. Yeah, and there was one time in Myanmar, we lost the route. And then we are suddenly standing in the middle of nowhere. And then suddenly people saw us, like, riding. And first they got, I must be thinking they must be got scared. Who are these people entering into our private territories? So then we understood that we are in a wrong place. Then they suddenly, like, we are talking to each other and checking the maps and all. And suddenly some people, they brought chairs and they said, okay, okay, you sit. They can't speak. I mean, like, we are like, oh, okay, okay, thank you so much. But no, we need to go, and that's what it was like, really an amazing moment. Yeah. So, but one best thing with the riding community, you are nowhere alone.
Exactly.
You are never, ever alone. Call, then, like right now, I want to speak about Singapore. I'm going to Singapore. Sometimes, can we trust somebody to give a visa? right? We don't trust with someone, right? And especially Singapore people are very straightforward and all. See, they never saw me Kanana. They have one bikers club, and Kanana has helped me with, like, I just told him, Anna, I am coming on these dates, so I may be requiring your help. And I said, if you apply a visa, it would be easy for me than I am sending my passport to Chennai and all. And imagine, within 2 days, he just said, Josh, send me your documentation. Within 2 days, they gave me the visa. So that great, the biking community is everywhere, and they are waiting. And that, I mean, riders, being a rider, I do. I am a solo rider. I can. Many people ask, how can you do a solo ride in international? I said, no worries. I have a family everywhere. In Malaysia, I have family. In Thailand, I have a great family. And like, name any country, I have friends over there. And like, there are people, even in Malaysia, there are like one family. Last time when I'm riding, so now I call him a papa, spiritual dad type thing and all. A riding dad, I can say that. Every day he used to say that, Josh, good morning, have a safe ride. Josh, good night, I hope you reach safe, take care. He never know me. And later, when I reached Malaysia, I was super surprised to know that he's a retired and high police officer, and like the way they care for us. And now, every time I go, I have a family. I mean, I stay in their house. I cannot stay in other places. And when I visit Malaysia, they are like, even now for my Malaysia multiple entry visa, they send me all the documents. So this is what a riding community is. Many people, they don't understand how great we are. So, but yeah, that's the thing.
What we are also trying to do with the Rice Park community, two wheels community, and we are organizing, gather every riders to become one community where we can do a lot of courses. And anywhere, like if for example you have family, there are some beginners wants to come. If they don't know anyone, at least if you are in this community, we know, hey, our chap is coming to Mumbai or he is coming to Thailand, please do take care of him. The images, something has happened. So recently there was some incident happened. One of my friend was on the way and he got some met with an accident. All of a sudden we just pass a message. The localite riders people went there, took him, go to the hospital, did the first aid and everything. So that's how the rider community gets connected. But what you
Yes.
are doing is total amazing thing, because you gather people, go making things, yeah, making impossible things to possible actually. Because doing that kind of a charity things, we are like, we want to hear some of your charities, like what and all you have done. I mean,
So
in one and
I
also the international one.
So international, I take care of orphanage kids in Africa, Uganda. So in Uganda, I have orphanages, as I say, reach the unreached. So we have the support orphanages between the Congo and Uganda border, and you can see the worst part in those countries are like, if a kid fell down there, and he will die there itself. Nobody picks him up. It's not like what you see in movies, and it is real. So I do support some kids over there, and then we do like give them education, clothes and all. So we buy a cultivation land. So there was in 2012, 13, I had one day a meal for 3 years. And like, most of the time people will comment, bro, why you look always on same clothes, okay? And I'm a person who live with 5 pairs of dress. So I have like that's like, because all I need is to just cover my body and look little bit good, nice, and they here, and there is nothing to impress anyone or do something like that. So for me, if my needs are met, that is enough, not to go very big thing. So that's how we save. So I do a self support these things. So we buy a cultivation land there. So whatever the incomes comes from it, the orphanages will be running. And since, like, I am an Indian, so it's not like, okay, my name should be there, my fame should be there. It is nothing like that. And the orphanages are on other people's name only, but they knows that who is supporting it. And we do like events on menstrual hygiene, because most of them kids has no idea about it. And even in India, we do we do adopt some schools and do do awareness events on menstrual hygiene. Till today, we got to help kids with the heart surgeries, cancer treatment, and recently there was one girl who couldn't walk from past 13 years. She had a cerebral paralysis, this thing, and the parents are not in a capable enough thing to support those things, and we helped that kid, and that girl was happily walking now, and I'm so happy to see that. So these are the good, I mean, little things we do.
And I saw one
So
flood things you have done. I was like mind blowing. The
yeah,
flood relief
going
and
on the boat.
collecting, yeah, and giving some and of your post, like we were like seeing that you are giving some raincoats, foods to the
Yes.
people. Yeah. So
So even in
yes,
summer, I ride carrying slippers and some hats for these specially challenged people on the roadside. We never force anyone to just join the orphanages or whatever it is, because everybody has a free will. Somebody want to join, somebody doesn't want to join, and everybody has a free will, free right to take things, right? So I don't force that. And even in my orphanages also, we tell kids that you don't need to become a doctor or engineer. You become what you want to become, and we respect you any of your idea. Even you want to become a barber, then become a good hairstylist. There is nothing wrong in it, like anything, but make sure that you enjoy the job you are doing it. So that's what we do it. Yeah.
so I have a final. Now we have planned a route that I mean, since you shared the things that you are going to say Singapore this 27 and gonna start your ride. So again, what's the cause and where you are going and how long you are going to take that ride?
So I am preparing and planning for 1.5 year to 2 years. So I want to be an Indian rider who touch every country, and I'm hoping and praying for that. I can, and I know that we have our whole India to support us, support me, and support my cause. And I was riding with a motive called Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, where world is one family, and there is every child should be without any love, and children are the future generation, and we are looking for peace, we are looking for happiness and all those stuff. And also I want the younger generation without like religion, like without any differentiation of the states, countries, or whatever it is, that we all are one family. With that motive, I'm planning to start my ride from 4/4/2024, starting from Singapore. Then I will be going to Malaysia, and in Thailand I have been invited as a guest in the Phuket Bikers Week, and I will be representing our country, and I will be the only Indian. Even in Buropa's Bikers Fest, in their 21 years of history, I was the first Indian to go to their Bikers Fest with the Indian bike. And there are like 10,000 bikers from all over the world, and you can see different varieties of bikes and all. So I'm not sure about Phuket, but yeah, Phuket I'll be visiting with my own bike. But doing a world tour is not so easy, and it is very costly as well. And I'm not riding just for fun, but in this motive, I want to visit each and every country, know their religion, their tradition, not a religion, like, their tradition. Like, what are the main factors of, original tribes of that country, meet them, talk to them, and like, know their culture and all those things. And not only that, like, I want to support some orphanages on the way to proving that we Indians are not lesser than anyone. And that's my full motive and support. And I mean, like, I just want to touch everything, and like, want to have a good friendship with other country people as well, and tell them that, hey guys, we are riders, and if you are visiting my country, we are there to support you, can contact us, can connect us, so that's the motive, and I'm riding for that. And I am thankfully happy that a riding community in other countries are happily welcoming us.
We have a lot of riders. Since you have ride so many riding for a cause, make every riders to get an you are being an inspiration. And what do you want to tell to the people who does uh, uh youngsters, I mean mostly on the youngsters who rides inappropriate way on the road, or what do you want to tell them?
So my simple logic is Dubai, like there are many people nowadays, they do a lot of stunts on the roads. Stunts are not meant for roads. There are families who are traveling. There are people who are traveling. Everybody is not so expert like you in the riding. One single mistake of yours can cause a very great damage. You want to impress people. There are platforms which you can impress, like you can go to any track and practice your racing or do your stunts there and under the observation of someone, and record it and put it on channel telling that I have done these events safely, but rules nor not to meant to broken. Please, it's my humble request, your life is very valuable. Your parents has gave you birth and they are have a high hopes on you. Not only that, our country's future also depends on you. So that please, it's our responsibility to bring pride and glory to our country and to our nation. So please don't drive recklessly or don't do stunts on the roads. Follow the rules and regulations and respect one another. That's what we can do.
Thank you, Mr. Ryder Josh. And we, wish you all the very best for this ride. Ride safe. Please do come back. And we are here. And being as a biker and from the biking community and from our Drive Park, wishing you all the very best and keep climbing ladders and ride more miles as well. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much. Thank you.